As you may know, one of my favorite things to do is to curl up with some piping hot herbal tea and sink into a delicious book or a beloved classic movie. I grew up watching Emily and Charlotte Brontë movies like Wuthering Heights and Jane Eyre, and I adore them for their wild, messy, and beautiful love stories. So I was thrilled when Liz Myers designed this beautiful Brontë pattern for us. It's actually the sister pattern to the crochet version called Verano, and these will wrap you in a sense of wild, beautiful love. What I love about this design is that it uses just basic stitches like knits and purls and slip stitches to get this gorgeous varying texture and these cute little picots along the edge. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to do all of that, so by the time you're done with this video, you will be able to make your very own beautiful Brontë shawl. To make this shawl, you're going to need sport weight yarn, and we used our hand-dyed Leicester Sport, which is a soft, shimmering draping yarn wonderful for shawls like this. You can download the pattern at expressionfiberarts.com, and while you're there, go ahead and sign up for email updates to get free weekly knit and crochet patterns. So let's go ahead and jump in. This shawl is really cool because you actually start here at this little triangle and you make this one first, then you pick up stitches along both sides of that and work the rest of the shawl back and forth like so. And here's how you work the setup rows. So I've cast on 3 stitches for a small version of the shawl today, and we're going to go ahead and begin row 1 of the setup row with a knit front and back. So knit into the front of that stitch, swing around, and also knit into the back of that same stitch. So you've increased. Then knit all your stitches all the way across until you have 1 stitch left, and you're going to slip one with yarn in front. So bring your yarn to the front and slip that final stitch. Go ahead and turn so we can work row 2. We're going to start row 2 in the same way with a knit front and back for an increase. So knit into the front of that first stitch, swing around, and also knit into the back of that stitch. Now bring your yarn to the front and you're going to purl all your stitches all the way across until you get to the final stitch. Keeping your yarn in the front, you're going to slip that final stitch. For row 3, we're going to start with a knit front and back, creating another increase, so knit into the front of that first stitch and into the back of that first stitch. Now you're going to repeat across your row, knit 1, slip 1 with yarn in front, so bring your yarn to the front and slip 1, yarn to the back, knit 1, yarn to the front, slip 1, all the way across your row. Go ahead and turn, and let's do row 4. For row 4, we're going to start with a knit front and back. So knit into the front of that stitch and into the back. Then go ahead and bring your yarn to the front, and you're just going to purl all the way across to your last stitch. And you're just going to repeat these rows for this section. When you get to that last stitch, you're just going to slip that final stitch with yarn in front. Once you've completed your triangle, you're just going to go ahead and bind off in just a typical bind off fashion. Now let's work the garter stitch selvage section. So you can go ahead and cut your yarn, and you have your nice little triangle ready to pick up stitches. Now we're going to pick up our stitches. So I'm going to pick up 5 stitches in these little back loops here along the 2 sides of my triangle. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I'm going to go ahead and yarn over, place a stitch marker, and I'm going to pick up another stitch, yarn over, or place stitch marker and then yarn over. Yarn over. Now I'm going to pick up 5 along this side as well. 5. For row 2 of the garter stitch selvage section, we're going to go ahead and start with a knit front and back. 1 and 2. Now we're going to knit all the stitches across until we get to our stitch marker. When you come to that, go ahead and slip your stitch marker. Bring your yarn to the front and purl that center stitch there. Slip your next stitch marker. Then you're just going to knit each stitch across till you get to your last stitch. And you're just going to slip that with yarn in front. Now for row 3, we're going to again start with a knit front and back. Go ahead and knit to your marker. Boop, boop, boop. When you come to your marker, before you slip it, you're going to work a yarn over. Then you can slip your marker, knit that center stitch, slip your marker, yarn over, then go ahead and knit all the way to your final stitch. And when you come to that one, you're just going to slip one with yarn in front. And then row 4, we're going to repeat row 2. And now here's how you work the mesh section. For row 1 of the mesh section, we're going to go ahead and start with a knit front and back. Now you're going to repeat across to your marker, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1. Continue all the way across and you're going to end with a knit 1, then work a yarn over, slip your stitch marker, knit 1, slip your marker, and work another yarn over. Now repeat across to your last stitch, knit 1, purl 1, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, and then you're going to slip that final stitch with your yarn in front. Moving on to row 2, we're going to again start with a knit front and back, and we're going to repeat across to our marker, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl, knit. Then you can go ahead and slip your stitch marker, yarn to the front and purl 1, slip your stitch marker, and you're going to repeat across to your final stitch, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit, and then slip that final stitch with your yarn in front. And I'm going to go ahead and repeat those rows again. Now we're going to work the garter stitch selvage again. Now for row 1 of the garter stitch selvage, we're going to start with a knit 1 front and back. And we're going to go ahead and knit to our first stitch marker. And before you get to that, you're going to work a yarn over. You're going to go ahead and slip your stitch marker, knit 1, slip your next stitch marker, work another yarn over, then knit across to your final stitch. We're going to do that final stitch as a slip 1 with yarn in front. So moving on to row 2. Again, starting with a knit 1 front and back for an increase. You're going to again knit to your marker. And when you come to that first stitch marker, you're just going to slip that one. You're going to purl that center stitch. Go ahead and slip that next stitch marker, and then you're good to go to knit every stitch all the way down to your final stitch. When you get to the last stitch, just go ahead and slip that with the yarn in front. Now let's work the mosaic stitch. For row 1 of the mosaic stitch, we're going to start with a knit front and back, and I've changed colors just to make it a little easier for you to see. So knit front and back. Now you're going to repeat across to your marker, knit 1, slip 1 with yarn in front, knit 1, slip 1 with yarn in front. Continue repeating, knit 1, slip 1, knit 1, slip 1. You just want to remember to pull your yarn to the front when you are slipping. Knit 1, slip 1, and you're going to finish with a knit 1. Work a yarn over, then you can go ahead and slip your stitch marker, knit 1, slip your stitch marker and work a yarn over, and you're going to repeat down to your final stitch, slip 1 with yarn in front, knit 1, slip 1 with yarn in front, knit 1, all the way down. And then when you do get to your final stitch, you're going to slip that with yarn in front. Moving on to row 2 of the mosaic stitch, we're going to start with a knit front and back, and you're just going to purl all the way across to your final stitch. When you come to your stitch markers, you can just go ahead and slip those, continue purling all the way down to your final stitch. When you come to your final stitch, you're just going to slip that with yarn in front. Now I'm going to go ahead and repeat those rows again. Once you've repeated those rows and sections and you're ready to bind off your shawl, we're going to actually bind off with a picot border. Before we work this picot border, I wanted to show you, since I am using a straight needle, I'm actually working all the stitches scrunched up onto that needle like this. If you're using circulars or other long needles, you'll be able to see more of the actual triangle shape. To work the picot border, we're going to start by casting on 2 stitches using the knitted cast on method. So insert your needle like you're going to knit that next stitch. Go ahead and pull up that loop and plop it onto your left needle. And do that again. Into that new stitch, insert your right needle. Wrap your yarn around like you're going to knit it, but leave that on your left needle and slide this one onto your left needle. So you've created 2 new stitches. Now we're going to knit 2. 1, 2, and you're going to pull this first stitch over the second one. So grab this one and slide it off. Knit 1, and then again pull this first stitch up and over this second one. So that creates a little picot. Now we're going to bind off the next 4 stitches. So go ahead and knit the next stitch, bind it off, that's 1, knit, bind off, that's 2, knit, bind off 3, knit, and that's our 4th one. Now you can go ahead and slip this stitch from your right needle back onto your left needle, and we're going to continue repeating that until we have 2 stitches before our center stitch. So again, cast on 2 stitches using the knitted cast on method. There's 1 and 2. Now we're going to knit 2, 1, 2, and pull this first stitch up and off. Knit 1, pull the first stitch up and off. Now bind off the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then move this stitch back to the left needle and continue repeating down your edge. When you are 2 stitches before that first marker, you're going to go ahead and create your picot just like you have been. So cast on 2 stitches, 1, 2, then knit those 2, knit 1, knit 2, lift this one up and off, knit 1, lift this one up and off. Then you're going to bind off 3 stitches. So knit that next stitch, bind off 1. When you come to your stitch markers, you can just remove them. Knit the next stitch and bind that off. That's 2. Remove your next stitch marker. Go ahead and knit that next stitch and bind that off. So that's 3. Now we're going to continue working our picot border down to the last stitch. So you're going to continue repeating that down your edge. When you have 3 stitches left, we're going to go ahead and work our final little picot of casting on 2 stitches, knitting 2, bind off 1, knit 1, bind off 1. So there's our picot, and we're going to finish by binding off 2 stitches instead of 4. And when you've done that, you are all finished. So you can see our adorable little picot bind off here, and my triangle has opened up now that my needle is off, and it's just going to be gorgeous when it's all blocked out. So when finished, you're going to go ahead and block your shawl to give those picots a nice crisp finish, and you are all set to wear your new shawl and curl up with a wonderful book. Before you go, let me know what your favorite classic is. I am always looking for new things to read and watch. I cannot wait to read through all of your responses. Take care, my friend, and I will see you next week with another new pattern.